Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Voodoo51292, and today is actually Saturday, April 28th of 2012, and it's the early morning hours of April 28th, just after midnight, and I'm making a special update, or a special video tonight, or this morning I should say, and I think it's a good time to do this video because it'll be up as the main featured video for a couple of days because I'm not planning on doing any more gameplay this weekend or anything like that. So I think this is a good time to do this video. But what I'm calling this video is basically state of the channel, state of my channel right now as of late April 2012. Let me kind of readjust the camera. And basically in this video what I'm going to be talking about is, when I say the state of my channel, I mean what all is going on with it. You know, what's going on with the reason that the footage has been slow in 2012 so far. Some things that I've noticed about the channel. Some frustrations I'm having, some questions I have. Basically, what is the state of the channel as of right now? What's going on with it? And I have a lot of things to say, so this will probably be definitely on the longer end of the videos. And also, if my phone goes off during the course of this video, a text or anything like that, I'm just going to take a couple seconds to answer it, because let me actually get it over here close to me. I'm actually not expecting messages, but basically if I get them, I have to respond because there's some things going on. So, but I'm going to go over a lot of things in this video, alright? But to start off with, I want to focus in on what's going on this year in 2012 with the channel. And I've mentioned this a lot of times. I actually made a video about this earlier this year, about why my channel is so slow so far. And I've mentioned a lot of things about it in a lot of different videos. But I do want to talk about pretty much everything compacted into one video, so you guys get the full picture and you really fully understand what's been happening, why the channel has been slow, and talk a little bit about my plans for the rest of this year moving forward, because I think it's pretty important to talk about, okay, this is what's happened in the past, this is what's going on now, but here's what my plans are for the future of the channel in 2012. So, as you've noticed, as I've said before, the channel has been very, very slow and stagnant really for the majority of the year in 2012, and we're almost at the end of April. So for about a third of this year, it's been very slow. And I've mentioned very many reasons as to why this is, but I'm going to kind of go over them again. So a lot of this you may have heard before, but I want to restate it in this video. So it's basically a massive combination of a lot of things, and effects of some things on others, and results of some problems here have results over here. And basically the problems, I'll talk about the problems and then the result from those problems. The problems have been a variety of things. First of all, I am busy, of course, as I've said many times, with school, and I have a lot of things going on with school. It keeps me very busy, but of course this isn't really a good reason or excuse, so to speak, because last semester I was actually a lot busier. I had a lot more going on in my life. I was a lot more swamped last semester than I am this semester. However, last semester I put out a lot more content, so that's not really a good reason. But it does keep me busy, and there's a lot of times when I don't have time to do it. But I won't lie, there are a lot of times that I do have time to work on the channel. But I think the main reason, and I've discussed this in detail, is the quality of games so far in 2012 has been really poor, in my opinion. And I kind of was scared of this and got the feeling of this last year, coming into this year. I looked at, I watched E3 last year. I looked at At the very early stages of this year, I looked at the list of games that were coming out for this year. At least definitely for like the early parts of the year, the first 2/3 of the year or so. And I just was not impressed with the list of games coming out. There were no, I won't say no, but there were not very many large, gripping title games that were coming out. Big things that were continuations of big series, a very highly anticipated new IP. There just wasn't really much of that there. And there certainly wasn't much that grabbed my attention and was like, man, I really got to play this in the early parts of 2012. And sure enough, that's how it turned out. Now, there were a lot of games that I was actually interested in playing, but pretty much almost all of those games have been busts. And I've said this before, the only game that I have played this year, and coincidentally it was the first game I played in 2012, which kind of made me think that I was going to just keep rolling, but that game was The Darkness 2 that I played in 2012, which was a unique FPS game, and I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was a good first-person shooter. I thought it was unique. It had some interesting elements, a good story, a very good story, and I liked the game quite a bit. Then there were a lot of games that I had all in a row. I had all on my list to get and play, and I looked pretty full, pretty busy. But there were a lot of these games that I did in fact play or attempt to play, and a lot of these games that I skipped on. And pretty much all of those games that I thought might be interesting to play were not, and were very bad games. For instance, Twisted Metal that came out in February. I was actually pretty excited for that because I remembered a long time ago as a kid on PlayStation 1 playing Twisted Metal, joking around on that, having a good time, and they were re-releasing it. There was a lot of hype around it, and I thought this might be a lot of fun. I played Twisted Metal, hated it. Listen, I know that there's people that do like that game. In my opinion, that's a niche audience of people who enjoy that game. Probably the people that enjoyed the classic Twisted Metals in the early stages, that, you know, played the story mode and all that, and because I just played multiplayer back then just with my friends and just goofed off. But I'm talking about the people who knew what was going on in the game and actually enjoyed those games in the old days. They probably like this new game. For the most part, I know a lot of people who really hated and did not like that game. I was one of them. I couldn't stand it. I thought the game was awful. So that was disappointing. And there were quite a few more after that. We had the game Syndicate, which I played the co-op demo with Brandon and filmed it. And I was actually really excited about Syndicate. I thought that was going to be a really good game. The gameplay where Brandon and I played was really fun. The graphics were amazing. It felt like a really good shooter, and I was pretty excited about it. And come to find out, we had the wrong conception about the game from the beginning, or the wrong perception, I should say, about the game from the beginning, to where we thought it was going to be a very hefty co-op campaign-based game, kind of like Brink was. But we thought it was going to be much better than Brink, obviously. Well, come to find out, that's not what it is at all. There's a single-player campaign, and then there's like a separate co-op online campaign. I had all kinds of trouble trying to get the game to begin with, if you'll remember. Then I got the game. We played it. Myself, Brandon, and Travis tried to play it. Horrible game, in my opinion. God-awful. Breaking bugs to where you couldn't even play the game on a party on Xbox Live, or the game would crash. Insane level of difficulty in the game. Completely unforgiving. Not fun at all. And then I was asking around saying, man, should I play the single player of this game? Do you think it's worth it? And everybody said, no, don't even worry about it. It's completely generic, worthless. Don't play the single player. So, of course, I didn't. So that game was a bust. Then you had Binary Domain. Now, I definitely can't say whether or not that game was very good or not. I didn't play enough of it to know. I only played a few parts of it. And it was not a game that I could get into. I knew that if I continued to play the game, it was going to be a struggle for me, simply because I was not a huge fan of the gameplay. I wasn't a huge fan of the of the graphical style and all that in the game, I didn't like it, and I knew that if I continued to play it, I wasn't going to enjoy myself. So I stopped playing it. You had Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, which looked like a potentially good game. Played that game, did a full co-op playthrough of that game. Really bad game in my opinion. Not polished, very generic and boring, and didn't like that game. So, you know, with all that being said, there were a lot of games that I was excited about playing that just turned out to be bad games. There's also a lot of games that, I won't say a lot, but there was a good number of games that I was interested in playing, but didn't because I heard they were horrible. For instance, Asura's Wrath, I had interest in playing that game, and from all accounts, that game was not good. It was basically just an interactive movie, and this isn't just me looking at the mainstream media's reviews, because you know I don't do that. This is me talking to real people, listening to real people give honest reviews about these games. That I made that determination. Silent Hill Downpour, I heard, was a letdown. I talked to people like Brandon, who said it wasn't a bad game, but he still hasn't finished the game to this date. I mean, he started playing it a long time ago and he still hasn't finished it, and it's not a great game from what I heard. It's really nothing that spectacular. So it's like, it's just the quality of games in 2012 has been in the toilet compared to last year. I mean, last year by this time we had all sorts of great games that had come out. We had like Dead Space 2 that came out, which I really enjoyed. You had Killzone 3, which in my opinion was a pretty damn good game last year. You had Portal 2 that was coming out, or that had come out around this time last year in April. Here's my message. And you had, I know there's other games that I'm blanking on right now that came out around this time last year that were very good games. And you had Little Big Planet 2, which I didn't play, but that was a sequel to a very popular series that people really were interested in. And you had some big name anticipated titles in May that were coming out, like L.A. Noire from Rockstar Games was coming out, and a couple of other ones. So, you know, last year compared to the quality, I mean, those were great games in my opinion. Like Dead Space 2, Portal 2, amazing games. This year, pretty much all that they've had that most people classify as an amazing game was Mass Effect 3, which I didn't even play because I haven't started Mass Effect 2. So that's about it. All the other games have been okay, horrendous, and The Darkness 2 was pretty good. So that's a big factor as to why my channel has been really slow, because I haven't wanted to play any of these games. And the times that I have played the games, the quality of the video has been bad because I haven't been enjoying the game. So that's a big reason why my channel has been so slow this year. It's because the games have been slow and they haven't been fun. And as a result of that, and the fact that my channel continues to remain at a stagnant level, and we'll get to that in the second part of this video, but that paired with that, and considering the fact that, you know, I still have school going on, and, you know, relationships with friends, girlfriend, family that I have to keep balancing, as a result of all that, I really kind of lost my interest in playing video games altogether. Not just you know, not playing bad ones or not playing the new ones, but playing them in general. I kind of lost interest because all the games were so bad. I kind of started developing some new interests, and one of the big interests was astronomy, which you'll know if you've been watching my channel recently. I've really gotten into that. Got a telescope, started a whole new channel about it. Have been pretty interested in it, and I've been observing with the telescope a lot and things like that. I recently started picking up the basketball again and shooting around with my friends or by myself at home, because I used to play basketball when I was a kid and really enjoy playing, and it's been a long time since I've played, and I started playing again and really enjoy it. And you know, I've always had kind of this competitive side to me, where I like to be competitive, and for me basketball is a great way to do that. I've always been kind of athletically competitive, even though I've never been like athletically, you know, gifted, I would say, but I would say that if there's any sport that, you know, I can say I'm at least okay or decent at, it would be basketball. And I enjoy that, so I've picked that back up. So, you know, there's been other things that I've done. I started reading, you know, the Hunger Games series and all that. And so that's kind of taken precedence over playing games because everything's been so bad, and I just haven't wanted to play games. Now, as a result of all of that, and the result of me lacking playing in games, I've gotten lazy with the channel, okay? And I'll be honest, because I always am. Sure, I've had time, okay? There's been times when I could have gone back and played Skyrim and gotten a lot farther. There were plenty of times when I could have done multiplayer of like Modern Warfare 3 or whatever, even though I don't like that game that much, but sometimes it's okay to play. There's been plenty of time for me to sit down and finish my list of the top 10 games of 2011. There has been time for that. But I've gotten very lazy. I mean, when I get home from class and all, you know, I get back here to the apartment, I'm usually pretty groggy and not really energetic because, to be honest, like most college kids, I don't get a lot of sleep. I like to stay up late, I always have, and therefore I sacrifice hours of sleep for it. So I'm pretty groggy. Now in the past, in 2011, when I was really into the channel and there were great games coming out, I would get over that. I would have the extra, you know, I'd be like, okay, I'm tired, but I really want to do this, play this game tonight, put it up on the channel, so I would get myself over it and play. Set up the camera and do all that stuff. Recently, because of my dropped interest, when I get home and I'm tired and groggy, I don't have that extra push anymore to get up, set the camera up, do all the fine-tuning to focus the camera on the TV, then play the game, then, you know, try to give good commentary and stuff. I haven't had the extra push. I usually lay down and I'll start watching a series, you know, a playthrough from DSP or something else on YouTube, and I'll be like, you know, I don't really feel like getting up and filming right now. Maybe I'll do it later tonight, and then I keep watching, and before long, it's midnight, and I can't do any filming. So that happens because of this dropped interest, and so I've gotten lazy, I'll admit it. And so that's the reasons behind why everything's been so slow. The quality of games has not been there thus far. I'm not saying that it won't be better, and we'll talk about the future, but so far they haven't been good. And that was loud. And a combination of, you know, that mixed with me being lazier and having lost an interest in games as much because of this, and picking up new hobbies, being busy, it's all basically been a combination that's led to a lot less content on my videos. Or on my channel, I should say. So, now I kind of want to talk about another issue that's going on right now. Then I want to go and focus on the future. What are the plans for the future? So, here's another issue that's going on that has led to the channel being slow. And it's an issue, it's not a new issue, it's an issue that's been there, but it continuously doesn't improve. And the issue at hand is, of course, the fact that my channel is what I call stagnant and almost dead in the water, okay? And the reason I say that is because I have been within the same frame of subscribers, really, for probably the majority of the year, okay? The past 3 to 4 months, my subscriber has stayed in the same range, and it's just not, overall, it's just not moving. It's like +2, -1, -2, +1, +2, minus, you know, it stays in that same range of about 174 to about, today it's actually capped off at 178. It stays about in that range constantly, okay? And again, this is something I've talked about many times, but the conditions, as you see, still have not improved. And I understand, okay, a big part of that might be the fact that I'm not really putting out content this year. I'm just not. I have put out content. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have put out videos this year. They just have not been at the rate that they have been in 2011. I've done some really good videos this year. I did the Darkness 2 playthrough. I did the beginning of my Bioshock playthrough. I did the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer beta or demo with 3 other guys. That was a riot. That was hilarious. That was great footage. I've done about 3 hours of the Halo Combat Evolved co-op playthrough, which is, in my opinion, when it's all said and done, going to turn out to be like the best playthrough I have up so far. And that's hilarious. That is just great stuff. But I know that I haven't done a whole ton of new games and stuff this year, so that could be a reason. But it's right now it's baffling to me because you have Brandon, okay, and this is by no means a slight on his channel, a knock on him or anything. This is actually a promotion for me of him, and me congratulating him, and just commenting on what's been happening. Basically, he started up a channel this year in 2012, a few months ago. And already, okay, Brandon already has 83 subs on his channel in just a couple of months, alright? For when I started in a couple of months, I had nowhere near the subscribers he has, okay? Not even close. And his videos get really good views, comparatively speaking, for somebody who just started, okay? And they get better views than I do. Alright, and I've been on here for a year and a half. I have 2,200 some odd videos up. I've been on here for a long time. And I have almost 100 more subscribers than he has. But his videos get more views, and his subscribers are on a steady increase. Just today, I saw Brandon get 3 new subscribers just today. Okay, and his numbers continuously go up. My friend Travis over at TGP Gaming HD, his subscribers consistently go up. Mine remain the same. They have always remained the same and increase at a very slow tortoise rate, if they increase at all. And I know a lot of those subscribers I actually got off of Darkside Phil liking one of my videos last year. I got a lot of subscribers off of that. Brandon has all these 80 subscribers by his own accord, okay? Nobody favorited, liked his video or anything like that. He's gotten these 80 subs by himself. So it's confusing and baffling to me as to why it seems like these other channels can get this steady stream of subscribers and mine just does not do it. And it's really confusing, and the ultimate word here is frustrated. That's what I am. I'm frustrated. I'm not angry by any means at these other people. Like I said, I'm not angry at Brandon or Travis. I'm not, green with envy over them or jealous of them or anything like that. I'm very happy for both of those guys that their channels are doing well and that they're having fun doing it and that they're having success. I'm happy about that, and I'm glad that it's happening. I'm just confused and baffled as to why it doesn't translate to my channel. You know what I mean? I mean, I have, like I said, over 2,200 videos. I've done a lot of stuff. I've played a lot of games. And it's not just games that I do, though. I do all sorts of things. I do the game reviews. I do the Voodoo's Thoughts videos on all sorts of different things. I do the podcast now, Voodoo's Brew. I do, I've had vacation videos. I've done the dorm room survival guide. I do unboxings. I do all sorts of things on the channel, and I've always had kind of this personal presence on my channel, always been involved, and have been straight and honest with everybody from day one, and have always been very personal. But it's just the interest isn't there, and I've asked many times for people to leave me feedback, this and that, as to why they thought that this was happening with me. And to be honest, I really haven't ever got much feedback. And I haven't, to be honest, over my course of being on YouTube, I haven't really got much feedback in a year and a half on a lot of the videos I do. And I don't mean to have a pity party or anything like that. It's just the truth. And this is the things that kind of baffle me or confuse me. Is like, of all the over 2,200 videos that I've made over a year and a half, I can't recall one time where somebody has commented on my videos, okay, and said something along the lines of, "Man, I really enjoyed this video. I think you're a really funny guy, and I enjoy your commentary." I don't think I've ever gotten a comment like that. I don't think I've ever gotten somebody actually commenting and saying, "I really enjoyed your commentary," or "I think you're funny. I like your jokes." Or saying, you know, "Man, this part of the video, this time mark in the video was a really funny moment." Now, sure, I've had some of my friends do that, like Brandon or Travis at certain times will do that, but I mean people who are just regular old viewers of mine, not personal friends of mine who go out of their way to do that kind of thing, you know what I mean? But regular viewers doing that. And it's disappointing. And it's like, it's hard to put my finger on the pulse of what people are thinking when they watch my videos. And, you know, it's like the views, the average views I get per video hasn't changed. I mean, it's been the same for a year and a half. I have not shown any increase in average views on videos. And in fact, as of right now, the views on the videos I put out now are low compared to what they were in, like, the last few months of last year. Like, and it's just baffling because I have 178 subscribers right now, right? I put out a channel update, which you always know, for the most part, is going to be on a Sunday or Monday. Sometimes it's a little late, but usually it's always going to be on a Sunday or Monday. And you know that if you've watched my channel pretty much at all since the beginning, that those videos are where I let you know everything that's going on with the channel, keep you completely up to date. In the past, there was a time where those videos, I would put them out every week, they'd get over 100 views a week, which is perfect. I have like 170 something subscribers. If I'm getting over 100 views on my channel updates every week, that's perfect, because that means the majority of my viewership is watching it, getting informed. Then it would drop off to maybe over 50 views a week. Still not horrible, you know what I mean? But now, in this time frame, in April of 2012, I put out channel updates, I'll be lucky to hit 30 views on them. Sometimes I won't. The channel update for this past week, by the way, this week's almost over, only has like 24 views. It's like, what is going on? I don't understand that. Now, flip that over to Brandon's channel, who's basically very new. His update series is basically called What's on Deck. He puts out a What's on Deck video. The day that he puts it up, it gets like 60 views. And it's like, I am confused. I'm just very confused about how come a brand new channel like his, he can get over 60 views in a day, and normally his What's on Decks get over 100 views, which is more subscribers than he has, in a week's period. But I put out a channel update, which you know every week when it's going to be. You know that I've been doing it forever. I have almost 180 subs, but I can't even swing 30, 40 views a week on my channel updates, you know what I mean? It makes no sense to me. I'm confused, and it's like, what is going on? Is it the simple fact that people just don't like my channel? People don't like my videos, and they like how Brandon does his videos or whatever better than me? Is it the fact that people just don't care about my channel anymore? Like, I don't understand what is going on, and I don't understand the views. You know, I don't get how that works. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding when I do something like the co-op playthrough that I've done so far with Chris. By the way, very shortly you'll probably see a little jump in this video. It's because my camera's reaching 30 minutes, which is when it maxes out, and then it will quickly switch to another video. But I'll just keep talking, so if you see a jump, that's what's going on. You know, I do this Halo thing with Chris, but keep in mind, I haven't been putting out that much content, so you would think, logically, that when I do put out content, a lot of people would want to watch it, because I haven't been putting out that much. and it's a co-op playthrough, which is always funnier. I do it, okay, I have 16 parts of it up right now. It's hilarious. Some of the funniest stuff I've ever put up on this channel. I've promoted it. I've said in videos, hey, if you want to watch something, watch these videos. They're funny as hell, and they really are. There's videos out of just 16. It's not that long. It's only 3 hours of footage. Out of those 16 videos, there's videos on there with 0 views, and they've been up for 2 weeks. And it's like, I don't understand what's going on. Why is no one watching my stuff? And nobody can seem to tell me why. Nobody leaves me comments telling me why. When people do watch my videos, it's very rarely that they leave comments at all. And if they do, it's things like nice video, good video, cool video. It's never anything like, I enjoy you personally. I think your commentary is good. I think you're funny. This part was really hilarious. You know, it's never anything like that. Or I won't say never, but rarely. You know, so I don't know. And that's a big reason why I haven't been like on it to do videos, because in my mind it's like, why? Why would I put forth all this effort, do all this stuff when I'm putting up these videos, and half the time half these videos have 0 views. No one's watching it. So why would I break my back, you know what I mean? Force myself through a bad game, or if I'm feeling tired or sluggish, what in the world is going to give me that extra spark to set up the camera, do all this stuff, do the playthrough of the game when I'm going to upload it and no one's going to watch it? So, you know, I'm again at a standstill. Now, there might be one thing that I need to address, and I don't know if this is happening. I don't know. But if this has happened to you, I want you to please let me know about this, because if this is the case, then it's a huge problem and I need to talk to YouTube about it. But it's fishy, because sometimes it seems like YouTube, for one reason or another, will randomly unsubscribe people from my channel. And the reason I say this is because in the past, like I said, I don't have that many subscribers, so I'm very familiar with a lot of the names of my subscribers. And of course, when somebody subscribes to you on YouTube, they always send you an email about it, with who subscribed to you. And there'll be times where I'll check my email, and there'll be people who have been subscribed to me for a while, and it'll say, this person has subscribed to you on YouTube. I said, wait a minute. They've been subscribed to me forever. You know, why is it saying now that they're subscribing to me? That must have mean for whatever reason they were unsubscribed and resubscribed. So it's pretty fishy. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks ago or whatever, I was talking to my friend Tyler, who lives next door. And he was like, yeah, I haven't seen any of your videos come up or whatever. And I had put out videos that week, and I was like, well, I've put out videos. I said, you're subscribed to me, right? And he said, yeah. So he checked his page. Come to find out, for whatever reason, he wasn't subscribed to me. And I know, obviously, he was before, so I'm like, this makes no sense. And it's weird, because a lot of times I will get new subscribers, and like, some random days, I'll lose a subscriber. I'll be at 177, the next day 176. And I just find it very doubtful that a lot of people are going around clicking unsubscribe on me. At least I hope that's the case. So what I think is a lot of people maybe subscribe to me. You know, they find me, I'm new, they subscribe to me. And then, you know, for whatever reason, YouTube unsubscribes them. And since they're brand new and they're not really necessarily heavily into my stuff, or they don't know how much stuff I put out or whatever, they don't see videos coming out from me or whatever, and they just don't think about it again to go back and check. Because there's never any reminders to them like, oh, hey, you know, you subscribe to this guy, you like him, and they just don't resubscribe. And if that's the case, that's a huge problem, because that means that maybe I should have a lot more subscribers, but YouTube, for whatever reason, is taking them away from me. Now, I don't know if this is happening. I don't know the case. But if you are somebody on my channel and this has happened to you, where you have been subscribed to me and then for whatever reason you were not and you had to resubscribe, please let me know this, because I guarantee you it was not. I haven't, trust me, the people I have blocked were not subscribed to me to begin with. And so I haven't blocked anybody in a very long time. So if this has happened to you, let me know, because if this is a problem YouTube's having, I need to get it corrected so that this stops. But I don't know if this is happening, it's just a theory I have. So again, channel right now pretty much stagnant, dead in the water. And so why would I continue to push myself to make videos and push myself through games that are only okay or aren't very good, you know what I mean, for people to not watch it? It doesn't make any sense. If I had people that, you know, when I uploaded I got decent views, or I had people who commented and told me that they enjoyed my stuff and that they like it, then obviously I would be much more motivated to continue to put out footage. I would have been more motivated maybe to go back and play Skyrim, or not that Skyrim's not a great game, I just haven't had the motivation to sit down, delve back into it, set the camera up, do filming. You know, maybe I would have been more enticed to do Skyrim or something like that. So I don't know what to do. I remain frustrated. I remain out of ideas. I'm done as far as ideas are concerned on how to, on why this might be happening, theories on, you know, why this could be happening. I have no idea. I'm out of ideas. It makes no sense to me. And I just feel like for the amount of videos I've put out, the amount of time I've been on YouTube, I should have more subscribers than I do. And I just think, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what the deal is. So again, I will ask for feedback. I've done this in the past and haven't gotten much, so I won't say that I necessarily expect a bunch of feedback. But please, if you have any comments to say, I know I've said a lot in this video, but if you have any feedback at all that you think that you have to give me, anything like that about what's going on, about what's up with the subscribers. If you're a subscriber and you're a subscriber of mine or whatever, and you don't watch my videos on a daily basis, or not a daily basis, but you don't regularly watch my footage, please tell me why. I'd like to know why. Is it because you don't think that I'm funny? Is it because you don't like my videos? You know, whatever reason, let me know. If you're a subscriber and you do watch my videos, let me know why you like the videos. Why do you watch them? Why are you subscribed to me? You know, what is it about my stuff that you like? That way I know, okay, I should put more emphasis on this thing. I should try to do this more because this is what people like. This is something maybe I should improve on because people don't like it that much. You know, just let me know. That's ultimately, bottom line, what I need is feedback. I need people to let me know how they're feeling about the channel. What they like, what they don't like about the channel, or else I have no idea and I can never improve. All my stuff's going to stay the same because I can't improve on things if people don't tell me what it is that they don't like or what they think could be done better. If you don't tell me, there's absolutely no way that I can get any better or improve. So, you know, so I'm asking you, please, anybody who watches this video has anything to say at all, leave feedback. Let me know what the deal is, because that's honestly what I need to know. What is the deal? That's it. What's the deal? What's going on with the fact that I can't buy a goddamn subscriber? What's the deal with the fact that a year and a half of videos and I continuously upload things that have 0 views even though I have almost 180 subs? Why is it that Brandon, and again, not angry, happy for him, proud of him, why does Brandon, who's very new, upload, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong or weird about the fact that Brandon gets that amount of views. What I'm saying is it's weird that I don't. Brandon, who has 83 subscribers, very new to YouTube, puts out an update video, gets 60 views. I have 180. and 78 subscribers, been on here for a year and a half, have 2,200 videos, put out a channel update at the same time every week, can't even get 30. What is the deal with it? Like, what's going on? I'm at a loss. I honestly have no clue, none, what the deal is. And I could speculate 100 times, but until people, you guys, tell me, I will never know, I will never have any idea, and I will continue to be confused. And if there's not, an increase in people being interested in my channel, it's going to continuously be harder for me to get that motivation to continue to play all these games, you know what I mean? If no one's watching, literally no one, I have videos with 0 views, why in the world would I continue to push myself to make footage that is going to go completely unseen? Okay? That's my point. So please, if you have feedback, please leave it. I really would like to talk to people, to open dialogue, to have conversations, to get feedback and get the pulse of my viewers as to what am I doing wrong? Is it not me that's doing something wrong, but other people? I want to know, okay? So that's the deal. So with all that out of the way, as this video is extremely long, let's talk about the future for this year, 2012. What are my plans going forward? Well, the games actually are going to begin to pick up very soon, next month in May. You have 3 releases in May that I have my eye on that should be pretty good games. Hopefully, I pray. Starhawk on the 8th. Ghost Recon Future Soldier on the 15th. I'm sorry. Max Payne 3 on the 15th. Ghost Recon on the 22nd, next month. Plus, you still have Prototype 2 that came out this past week that I've been way too busy to play. So with those 4 games that I'll be doing in May, all 4 of them, the games will be picking up. Now, there are some more games in June. Now with the summer, the games will completely taper off again as they did last year. That is a time when I'm off of school. I have way more time to dedicate to this, because school obviously is my life when I'm in school. I'll have a job, but I'll have a lot more free time. Summer is when I'm going to be working on a lot of loose ends. I'm going to be hopefully going back to Skyrim. I want to do that. I've only played 20 hours in Skyrim, which is like nothing. I love the game. I want to go back and play more. That's the time when I'm going to be attempting to wrap up the Mass Effect trilogy, to do Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 over the summertime. And yes, you may laugh if you will, I completely understand if you do. I will be finishing, I promise, this is a promise, a guarantee, I will be finishing my list of the top 10 games of 2011. Even if no one cares, I care. I started it, I'm going to finish it, I don't care how late it is. 2012 is still not over, so I'm still not a year behind. I will put them out, I will get it done. Even if a single person doesn't watch it, it'll make me feel better that I finished it. I started a project that I'm going to finish. So that will be coming sometime May through, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then in the fall of this year, there is actually, looks like a swath of games coming out that are pretty big blockbusters that I'm definitely interested in playing. There's a bunch. Definitely with games like BioShock Infinite, I cannot wait for that. Assassin's Creed 3, I can't wait for that game. That game looks amazing. You've got the new Call of Duty is coming out, which I pray is better than Modern Warfare 3 because it's going to be Treyarch, and I really liked Black Ops. So hopefully their new game will be decent and fun to play. You've got a bunch of games that could be coming out at the end of this year that I'm not really sure about, like Dishonored, which that game looks really good. I hope it comes out this year. Borderlands 2 is definitely coming out this year. I'm looking forward to that. So at the end of this year, the channel is going to pretty much resume its furious pace that it had at the end of last year, because there's going to be great games that are going to keep coming out, okay? And I feel confident that I'll be, doing those games regularly and often because they're going to be great games and I'm going to want to play them. So the future from here on out looks bright for this year. This first few months has just been bleh, nasty, bad taste. I kind of want to start over because I miss doing the channel, honestly. I miss it. I haven't done much of it this year and I miss it, and I want to get back starting next month in May when I'm off of school and you've got potentially good games coming out next month. I want to get back, and so the near future, just in a couple of weeks, looks bright through the end of the year. So my goal is to make up to you for the rest of this year the lack of stuff that I've had in the beginning of this year. That's my goal, is to make it up to you. And I hope that people watch it and like it. You're also going to see the conclusion at some point, probably over the summer, of the Halo playthrough. I got to get Chris over to my house to do that. And all kinds of stuff. So the future looks bright for the end of this year. So that's my plans moving forward. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep trying to find ways to improve. Hopefully get some new stuff up on Voodoo Astronomy. Continue to work on that. Continue to do Voodoo's Brew. All that good stuff will continue. And so that's pretty much all I have to say. I know it's a very long video, so if you've watched all the way to the end, you're awesome, you're amazing. Thank you very much. Bottom line is, if you have feedback, please give it. Now is the best time ever to leave me feedback and let me know what's going on, what's the deal with the channel, why is it so stagnant, what can I improve on, what are the things you like about what I do, what are the things you don't like about what I do. Just be open, be honest, and tell me, because I need to know the truth, or else I'm never going to be able to evolve, and my channel will forever remain stagnant and will never get its feet off the ground. So, let me know what you think. I would highly appreciate it. Before I end this video, I want to express my gratitude to all of the people who do watch my videos, even if it's just one video. You don't watch a whole playthrough, but you watch something. You subscribe to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I hope that you guys can give me some valuable feedback on this video to let me know that you're out there, and to let me know why you're maybe not watching the videos, or if you do watch the videos, why, that type of thing. So appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. This will be the main video up on my page for a couple of days till the next week's channel update, so hopefully it gets some exposure. So thanks, and I will see you soon for more updates on the channel and an increase in gameplay and things as the year progresses. So thank you guys, and I will see you soon.